What up, people? This is Bradford Lassiter of Lassiter Enterprises, aka Big Bradrock. Now, I apologize for the quality of this video. It's just I've been real busy. I just started a new job, and I haven't gotten a chance to make any videos for a minute. And so the only video that I've done recently is my reaction to the Star Wars Force Awakens trailer, which I absolutely loved. And then two other trailers dropped, and since I started my new job, I didn't really find the time to make videos on those two trailers. So I'm making this short little webcam video to give my thoughts and opinions about the trailers that also recently dropped. So first off, we got the very first trailer for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Now, Warner Brothers and DC, they took a huge step. They had some huge balls to drop this trailer right after the Force Awakens trailer dropped. Like, was it smart? Yeah, but was it too risky and a little kind of felt out of place? Yeah, but to the trailer's credit, I actually quite liked it. It wasn't perfect, and I didn't really feel excited for it, but I still liked it. From the trailer alone, I'll say my anticipation level for Batman v Superman has not changed from all the news that we've gotten from it. It's still about the same. I'm not more hyped for it now than I'm already in for it. But from what we saw, we just saw the story and the tone of it, and what the story could be. We pretty much saw that Kal-El, aka Superman, he has the people divided against him. Like, one side of them, they're for him, and the other side, they are against him. And there's even a statue that says "False God," and people are People are divided because they don't know whether or not they can trust him or not, because Superman is a god and he's just too strong, and so we don't know if he's for the people or not. So this even caught the attention of Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, and so he decides to face Superman himself. Now, this movie is loosely based on The Dark Knight Returns. Now, I have never read that comic book, and I might have to read it so that when I see the movie, I'll be like, okay, I can see that, because the most famous line from The Dark Knight Returns comic book is when Batman says to Kal-El over Superman. Is what Batman says over Kal-El over Superman when he says, "I want you to remember this moment, Clark. I want you to remember who beat you." He said something like that. But the line that sold me in this trailer was when Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, said, "Do you bleed? You will." And even Jeremy Irons as Alfred in the trailer, when he gave his little short speech to Bruce Wayne, when he said, what was his? Dang, I forgot. He's like, I just watched the trailer just to prep for this video, so my thoughts are a little all over the place right now. So it was like he said, sometimes anger or something. I forgot what he said, but something turns men ruthless and bad or something like that. But either way, the speech that Jeremy Irons gives as Alfred in the trailer, I was like, that's perfect. Like, to be honest, Jeremy Irons as Alfred, I was for that casting from the get-go. I was like, perfect. But Ben Affleck as Batman, at this point, I'm pretty much on Team Batfleck right now. People say that Jesse Eisenberg can be heard in the trailer, but I've listened to the trailer numerous times, and I honestly cannot make it out. But until I see footage of Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Until I see footage of Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, outside of that picture with his bald head, I am not really sold on him as Lex Luthor. And the same goes for Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I can make a whole video about my thoughts on how DC's handling their movies, but so far the one movie that I'm excited for the most is Suicide Squad. And so yeah, what else do I like about that trailer? That's pretty much it. Like, pretty much what I expected. Like, that's all we really got from the trailer is something that we already knew. It's just we know that Batman and Superman, they're gonna fight in the film, but we don't know any furthermore plot details. I'm not asking for a lot of the movie to be spoiled. I'm not trying to tell them to pull a Terminator Genesis and showing John Connor as a Terminator or whatever. You know what I mean. But I'm not saying give the whole movie away. I'm just saying give us like the idea of what the plot is going to be that leads to, even though we already have it, but give us more of the plot that leads to Batman and Superman fighting, other than the people being divided other than the people divided with Superman. Because all we really got from this trailer is the tone and what we can really expect tone-wise. But Ben Affleck as Batman, I'm actually quite impressed, and I really want to see more of him. I want to see more footage of him, because that's the one thing that I'm looking forward to the most. Because it's been like what, 3 years since The Dark Knight Rises came out. Christian Bale's Batman. I've been anxious to see Batman on the screen for a minute now. Now, enough about that. The next trailer we have was the new Fantastic Four trailer just dropped, and I actually like this trailer a whole lot more than that first trailer. I think we actually got some plot details about this story as well, because y'all know the big controversy around this film is hold on, clear my mouth for a little bit. But the big controversy around the Fantastic Four reboot is the gender change of Johnny Storm. Because if you make Johnny Storm black, then obviously you got to make Sue Storm black. Nope. Sue Storm is white, and she's played by Kate Mara. And Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch, is played by Michael B. Jordan. And so that's a big controversy. But we actually got to see a little bit of that in the trailer. We see that Johnny Storm's father, he hired Reed Richards, and Reed Richards brings on Ben Grimm, the Thing, in so that they can go on this space mission, and ultimately that gives them their powers. Now more reasons why I like this trailer a lot more is because we actually got to see more shots of Ben Grimm, aka the Thing, in this trailer, and I'd say he looks a lot good, and a whole lot better than Michael Chiklis as the Thing in the original Tim Story Fantastic Four movies. Now personally, I like the old Fantastic Four movies for what they were back in the day. Hey, I was young and I didn't know any better about movies, so I consider those movies guilty pleasures of mine. But this movie, I feel like this movie could be the quintessential Fantastic Four movie that we were all looking for back in the day with those shitty first two Fantastic Four movies. Let's see, what else happened? So yeah, and not just of the Thing we got more shots of. We also got more shots of the other three. We got to see more of them adapting to their powers. We got to see Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic. His arm is stretching. We got to see Johnny Storm flame up, and we got even a quick shot of Sue Storm. She's turning invisible, and we even got to see more of and we even got some quick pics of Dr. Doom, and that's also another big controversy because they just made him some blogger type hacker guy from Latveria. But we get to see some footage of Victor Von Doom before he became Dr. Doom, and he's played by Toby Kebbell, who most of y'all remember played Koba in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which I absolutely loved, and I loved him in it. And so pretty much anytime he plays a villain, I am on board for, and I'd say he's pretty much perfect to play Dr. Doom. I can't wait to see him in it. But other than that, we only just got a quick shots of Dr. Doom. I want to see more of him, and I can't wait to see the movie. But ultimately, I love this second Fantastic Four trilogy. And speaking of which, I like the fact that they took the four out of Fantastic, making it sound like Fan-Four-Stick. But no, they just put the four behind the title and just said Fantastic Four, the number four spelled. So yeah, like I said, ultimately I like this trailer more than that first trailer, and this gives me more hype for the movie. In this trailer, I feel like this movie got me more excited for the movie, and we got to see more of the story and the tone of what we can expect from it. So ultimately, I'm rooting for this movie because right now, like, you could argue, like, there's a whole lot of Marvel movies. They had some good movies and they had some bad movies. Like Iron Man, it had one good film and it had two next to bad or mediocre films. Spider-Man, I'd say there's like 3 and 2. X-Men, I miscounted with the X-Men movies, but they had some good and they had some bad. 2 bad movies, really. But ultimately, Marvel, they just have 2 bad movies. 3 if you count that unreleased Fantastic Four movie that came out in the early 90s. But I'm rooting for a Fantastic Four because I really want them to have a good, solid movie. And to introduce the audience to them. They are the original superhero family. So, other than that, yeah. I love the Fantastic Four trailer. Can't wait for the movie when it comes out in August. The Batman v Superman trailer. I'm not gonna say I'm underwhelmed by the trailer, but I'm just saying my anticipation level for that movie hasn't changed. But I can't wait to see more footage and trailers for that, and I can't wait for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice comes out in March of next year. So that's it, and that's all I have to say about the trailers. That's it. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my other channel. The links are in the description below. And be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. And be sure to check out my website. Peace.